What's up, guys? It's Alexander. Just finished the final meeting of the day. Another really productive day, which I feel great about. Just had the inner circle virtual networking where I was in a room with a few other people who also source deals for investors. They were a little bit earlier in their journey, so we were just sort of talking about sales and how to persuade people to do certain things, and those kinds of skills that are really important in this industry. And I just thought it'd be useful if I shared some of the notes, because my background was in a estate agency. I worked for some of the biggest companies in the UK, the biggest estate agency in the UK, and also the biggest agency in London. I did that for 4 years, but my sales experience in total, I think, is about 9 years now. And I've achieved some good stuff in sales. So, and I'm a bit of a bookworm too. But one of my favorite definitions of persuasion, which I've talked with a few of my sales friends about, and they quite like this too, is persuasion is a transference of belief over a bridge of trust. And I think that's it's such an accurate description of what's really going on, because if you fully believe in the product or service that you are selling, but that person doesn't deem you as trustworthy, if they think that you're some slimy salesman, if they think that you're not trustworthy in some way, then it doesn't matter how much you believe it. They're never, ever going to buy from you. They're just not going to do it. Equally, if they would trust you because you otherwise have a good name and stuff like that. My cat's coming to say hi to me. She's very inconsiderate. She's interrupting my videos. Hello, darling. Anyway, what was I saying? But if they would otherwise deem you trustworthy, but you just don't believe in the product that you're selling, in the service that you provide, you don't understand and appreciate the value that you're adding, or you do and the product or service sucks, then they're never going to buy from you either, because that's going to come across when you're speaking to them, and they're going to trust that it's crap, which is what you believe, and that's exactly what's going to emanate from you. So really, you've got to have both. You've got to start with establishing trust. And when it comes to establishing trust, one of my favorite things I've ever heard was from a very popular marketer. And he said the best way to show people that you can help them is by actually helping them. And I think that's just so brilliant. Because the question really is, how do I know that you can actually solve this problem for me? How do I know that you can actually add value? If I'm going to pay you to do something, how do I know that you're actually going to be able to deliver what it is that you're promising? And the easiest way to do that is to just deliver, is to just do it for free, with no agenda, just help. And I think one of the reasons why Alex Hormozy got so big is because he put out so much free content, just hundreds of hours of the stuff, thousands of hours even, of really informative videos. And he's a credible voice in this space. He's achieved amazing things in business and in sales and in marketing, just about everything, to be honest. And he's done amazingly well, and he's inspired loads and loads of entrepreneurs, myself included. I guess the point is that my whole approach is I'm just looking to help as many people as possible, and I spend a good amount of my time helping people for free, partly because it just feels good to do that, to be honest, but also because people need to know that I can actually help. And I think anyone else who's running a business, like the people who I was in the networking group earlier, just start helping. Just start without charging. Just be present at the events. Put out the videos and put out your ideas over what's working and what's not working. Just be helpful. Show people that you can help. If you had a win and a success and you can analyze how you won, talk about it. Show people. And if you can show people and you can talk about it and it makes sense, they're ultimately going to derive value from that. It's going to help them, or it's going to help the people it needs to help, who ultimately are going to be your customers potentially one day. And then at that point, that trust is established. Now all you need to do is believe in the product or service, which helps a lot when you get good at it, which when you get trained, like I've been, then it's very easy to be confident about the value that I'm adding, because I know how much work it is to do the stuff that I do. I know how much work it is and how much skill it takes to negotiate the way that I can negotiate, and leverage my 9 years of sales skills and 4 years of high level estate agency. That's how I've been able to agree really, really great deals, and how I've been able to package things and do correct due diligence on stuff because I've been trained. So I've got that win behind my sales. And when I'm the guy who's always present, when I'm the guy who's always helping people, then people know that I can help and they trust me. And because of that, that's how I've been able to start having conversations with people where people are wanting to go on bespoke contracts with me so that I can source them deals. And that's that's a massive honor to me. I feel a great sense of obligation to my clients. I really want to over deliver and shower them with as much value as I possibly can. And provide them all the support that they need. I just wanted to put some thoughts out there into the world, because that last inner circle meeting that I had, we went off into a small group, and we were all sort of talking, and people were interested in sort of a little bit of what I had to say. And I just thought, we were limited on time a little bit, so let me just kind of elaborate further, but just put a video out for everyone to see. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a coach. I don't do any training or whatever. I don't sell any training. I don't conduct any training. I lead a few networking groups, but other than that, but yeah, just an open forum discussion. Always curious to hear what you guys have to say. If anyone needs any help at any point, more than happy to schedule a call. Drop me a message. I'll give you my number, and we can have a conversation. If you're looking for to get your teeth stuck into buy refurbish refinance as a strategy, if you're looking at South Wales or any of the other areas that I cover, Bristol, Cotswolds, then drop me a message. More than happy to have a conversation, see what sort of help it is that you need, and if you want me to directly source deals for you, or at least just help talk you through what is actually entailed. If you're going to go and try and find deals yourself, it's very hard. That's why people pay me to do it. But if you want me to just tell you a few tips and tricks over how I do it, or how I negotiate really, really good deals, and what sort of volume of work you're going to have to do, then we can have a conversation. I can just tell you. It is no problem. So drop me a message. Be good to connect. I'll speak to you soon.